Marrow is delicious, but that's not why you're here. You're supposed to pick up a single jar of alien bone jelly, which of course can't exist and doesn't exist, so you've convinced yourself that transporting it is no crime. Getting worked up about such nonsense would be like fretting about mermaids getting caught in tuna nets, and you've got other fur-bearing fish to fry. All this rationalization hasn't exactly settled the New York strip steak you inhaled an hour ago, though. It's almost dusk. The sky is waffling between deep blue and indigo, but either way it's going to be a beautiful desert night in New Mexico. The only blight is the building before you, a grime-smeared shack with barred windows, a swatch of tar for a roof, and a lawn that pretends to be a rock garden xeriscape, but is really just cheap chunks of broken cement. This shanty has a single reinforced door with a peeper slit at eye level. The air tonight is quite dry and whisks away some of your anxious sweat, but also carries with it the scent of bad oysters. A few feet from the house is Igor Sitzer's mailbox. Okay, let's examine mailbox. It's a gunked up and rusted white mailbox positioned a few steps from the house. It is commonly assumed by other couriers that Igor Sitzer's placed it so close because walking the full length of the driveway was beyond him. In fact, Sitzer's can't go into the daytime sun for very long because his body begins to grease fire. Some courier scrawled the word Chubbs on the mailbox after that self-same courier heard that Sitzer's got rid of his computer because the @ key made him constantly hungry for cheese Danish. It's closed. The security guard opens the viewing slit on the door and to question you. Tell me the password, he says. Alright, let me see if I can remember how to do the talking here. First I'm going to open the mailbox. Open mailbox. You open the mailbox. Inside the mailbox is a glass bottle. 1 second. Okay. Take bottle. Done. The guard reacts to you rifling through Sitzer's mailbox with complete disinterest. Examine bottle. This is a 12-ounce bottle of Worcestershire sauce. Clear, with a small brown label glued to it. Very easy to pour. Okay. You'll see in the upper right, you can see the inventory. It says, I am William Vest. You are wearing your vest, your lip ring, and your glasses. You are also carrying a glass bottle. Okay. Talk to guard. Was he a guard? Topics that come to mind. Password, name, or job. We'll do the password. That's what he asked about. There's never been a password before. This is your first day working for Sitzer's? Yeah, he says. 1 sec. The slit closes, and you hear the guy tell something to Sitzer's. He reopens the viewer. I'm supposed to ensure that you're not the police. Tell him William Vest is here. He's expecting me. The guard doesn't do anything. Look, I've got a lip ring. That's as much proof as you can possibly expect. Why's that, says the guard. Piercings conduct electricity. It interferes with the tasers. He chews that over for a second. The slit closes and you hear the lock on the door slide. This is good. It means you'll be able to get in, get the package, and have the rest of the evening to work on opening it on the sly. You have no idea what alien marrow would look like, but your initial suspicions? Green glowy. Open door. Opened. Enter door. Sitzer's office. Chilly and dry, this office is illuminated by little pinpricks of light poked into the craggy ceiling. Igor Sitzer's rests, self-satisfied, in a faux leather couch. Fake as his half-bear, half-German shepherd would probably otherwise devour it. Fake as his half-bear, half-German shepherd would possibly otherwise devour it. The guard that let you in departs, almost knocking over the cauldron of oysters, mumbling something about a shift change. Sitzer's locks himself in here during the business work week, so there really isn't another exit. You're here. Good. Ptooey. I hate students, says Sitzer's conspiratorially. He looks up and to the right, and chuckles up his sleeve. He has always assumed that you had this job because you were in college, which is a little humiliating because you're in your 30s. Sitzer's and Puzzle are here. Alright. Talk to sitters. Topics that come to mind. Students and puzzle. Okay. Puzzle's his dog. And he said something about students. Let's ask about students. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, you know I can't stand him, Sister says, with spit coagulating on his palate. I hate kids, generally speaking. Really, you're not a family man that comes home to his beautiful 95-pound wife each night? With a couple of strapping young boys or anything? In all your years of running packages for Sitzers, this is the first time you have ever had anything remotely resembling a personal conversation. And it's weird and uncomfortable, and you wish it would stop, like when your lesbian aunt would give you a surprise back rub at family weddings. Family has not been well recently, says Sitzers. 2 of my brothers have recently passed away, one from cancer, the other from random violence. It has been, yes, a most difficult time. Sitzers sniffs the air a bit. Well, I could use some hangers if you're dividing up stuff. What do I do? Talk to him, and we'll do violence this time. What kind of random violence are you talking about? You ask Igor. He was alone, out on the streets. I believe his wife said he was out to get cigars or nicotine patches. It depended. Depended on the day. Someone came up to him and assaulted upon his skull. There were 5 small bullet holes along his face. Police in this country, they could not determine the weapon used. Like the caliber of the pistol or something? Niet, says Sitzers. They couldn't determine the weapon at all. Take care of yourself, William. Pay attention to your health. A rare paternal moment coming from Sitzers. Like how? By eating more cauldrons of oysters? He gestured over to the cauldron. You hope the gesture reminds him how preposterous it is to have a vat of oysters in one's office, like how you can see your paintings again by rearranging them. Fill me in here, Sitzers. Sitzers toys with the package on his desk, thus silently indicating through gangster etiquette that it's okay to bring up the entire point of your visit. Sorry, when I drop out like that, I'm either coughing or doing something. Okay, so, ask about package. Talk to him. Package. Yeah, not going to be a package for you today, Vest. That's not at all why you're here. More to do with fate than anything else. Look, Igor, the sooner I can get back to reading the new People magazine and craving oblivion, the better this day will be. And now I'll ask about fate. Surely you know the old tale. Sitzers throws his head back and laughs. You hear his chins unwind and compress like a cartoon accordion. He mimes flipping through a stack of several bills close to his ear. He doesn't do the sound, though. The important part for you, Vest, is that the threads of fate all got snipped at the end. Sitzers starts the long, slow process of evacuating his chair of his person. He's never even remotely expressed a desire to leave it in all the time you've known him. The smell of the cauldron takes on an even worse stench with distress in the air. It wouldn't take much for you to begin delivering goulash down Rainbow Street if you're following. I'm gonna hit wait. Time passes. Wait. Sitzers gives up trying to get out of his chair after all. Gut check time, Vest, he says. Puzzle. Sick 'em. What? Talk to him. No topics come to mind. Package. Take package. You will never possess this package, Vest. Never, screeches Igor. He starts swatting at the air so you can't get close to it. Puzzle looks up and down as best he can. His oversized neck muscles frustrate moving the entire 180 degrees. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh. Give bottle to sit. What's his name? Sitzers. Sitzers totally refuses. Puzzle starts scratching the floor with his back legs, preparing himself for the strike. This is the point where Sitzers would be putting down plastic on all the furniture if he could get up off it, which of course he can't. Open bottle. Oh, I died. Open. Inside the bottle is the Safeway brand discount Worcester sauce. Nothing personal, says Puzzle, which is much more shocking than getting mauled to death. You have died. Okay. Well, I'll have to come back to this crap.